Hello everybody, Root Beer here once again with another math contest put out by the University of Waterloo. Today we're going to be starting the Canadian Intermediate Mathematics competition from the year 2015. Okay, so if you want the 2014, 2013, I have other videos on my channel devoted to them. We're just going to be going through the 2015 Intermediate. If you're looking for the 2015 Senior, that's another set of videos, so you can browse through my channel and find those. Okay, so I recommend, of course, you try the contest before you start watching the video. We're going to go through question 1 in this particular video, and then we'll move on to question 2 in another one. But you can click the link in the description for this video to get yourself a copy of this contest without solutions. And you can try it for yourself, and then we can go through it together. Or you can also go to the Cimc's website, the Center for Education in Mathematics and Computing, and you can find past contests there, including their solutions, which sometimes differ from my solutions. So we just take a look. It's always a good idea to read the contest before you start it. 2-hour time limit, calculators are allowed. Other things to note, Part A, we just need the final answer, whereas Part B, we're going to have to write full solutions. Now, if you haven't seen any of my videos before, I write full solutions out to everything, and I do take my time and try and explain what I'm doing with each question. That said, let's dive in and just look at question 1 right now. So, question 1 in Part A. Stephanie has 1,000 eggs to pack into cartons of 12 eggs. While packing the eggs, she breaks a certain amount. We'll call it N eggs. The unbroken eggs, so the ones she didn't break, completely fill a collection of cartons. The cartons can fit 12 eggs, with no eggs left over. If N is less than 12, what is the value of N? Okay, so we're looking for N, and it's a particular value. We know N is less than 12, and we also know that the unbroken eggs, so N is unbroken eggs, or is broken eggs. If we start with 1,000 eggs, then we have 1,000 minus N unbroken eggs, and we were told something about the broken eggs, the unbroken eggs. The unbroken eggs completely fill a collection of cartons. So, let's say they fill C cartons. Then since each carton has 12 eggs in it, we know that 12C is going to be 1,000 minus N. Now you might say, well, why did you have to give C a name? Now we just have another variable to figure out. We don't need to figure out C. The point is, we now know that 1,000 minus N is 12 times some number. So 1,000 minus N is a multiple of 12. And if you think about it for a moment, you can realize that N is actually just going to be the remainder when we divide 1,000 by 12. And some of you might have gotten that right away, and you've already moved on to the next video, and that's okay. But if we write things out, introduce variable names to things that we don't know yet, but would like to put in equations, we can start to work things out and see equations like 12C equals 1,000N. And that one in particular, we can rearrange and say, well, 1,000 is equal to 12C plus N. This is exactly the formulation, with N being less than 12. N must be the remainder when we divide by 12. So what we can do is we can grab ourselves our calculator and actually work out the remainder when we divide 1,000 by 12. I get an answer of 4. Okay. Now, if you've never done that on a calculator before, you can follow along with me. So I enter in the number that I want, And I want to find the remainder when we divide by, in this case, 12. So I take 1,000, I divide it by 12. I get 83.333333. So to get the remainder, I take the whole number part of that. So it's 83.3333. We take the 83 and we subtract off the 83. So exactly whatever whole number is there, we subtract that off. So now I'm left with 0.33333. I multiply that by 12. And that gives me my remainder of 4. And this will work for any remainder. You want the remainder of 39, we divide by 7. 39 divided by 7, it's 5 point something. Subtract off the 5, multiply by 7. What do you know? We get a remainder there of 4. And 4 is the remainder when we divide 39 by 7. Okay. Now suppose we didn't know how to do this. We didn't know that when we look at this equation, 12c plus n, that, that's the formula for division, and then n less than 12, that gives the remainder. Suppose we didn't know that. We know n is less than 12, so if we wanted to, we could, this is a separate way to do it, just make a little chart of all the possible values of n. Make a chart with the 1000 minus n, and then figure out which of them is divisible by 12. So if we take 1, we get 9999. Well, that's not divisible by 12, so c is not going to be an integer here. 998, nope, that's not going to work. 997, that won't work. But when we get to 4, 996, well, that's 83 multiplied by 12. And that would get us the answer as well. But we'd have to we break it down to guess and check. And we try to avoid those things when we can. So that's another way to do it. Once we know that 12c is equal to 1000 minus n, or that 1000 minus n has to be a multiple of 12. So either you recognize it's the remainder, or you break it up and you try each possible n. There's only 11 of them. N is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 11. So we try each of them. We see where we get the multiple of 12. So 1000 minus n being a multiple of 12. And either way, we get n is equal to 4. So that does it for question number 1. All we wanted was that value for n. And that's a great start to the 2015 paper. It's the intermediate paper, mind you. The senior, I'll be posting, either I already have or I'll be posting it shortly. And I'll see you guys in the very next video for question number 2.